Bill?
Yes.
Yes.
Did I do that today?
I did this afternoon, yes.
You talked about the importance of Medicaid expansion to all of the money that was brought into here. There's a lot of discussion at the federal level about repeal and replace for Obamacare. What do you feel like that's going to be?
Well, I've heard a lot about repeal. I haven't heard much about replace.
Yeah.
Now, here's the situation that we face. We are now able to provide health insurance to 700,000 people. A big chunk of them have very serious health issues. And a number of them, I think about a third of them, if I have my statistics right, where's that little paper that I keep asking Lynch to give me, have both addiction problems or mental illness. So if you're going to get rid of that, now let's just say they just got rid of it, didn't replace it with anything. What happens to those 700,000 people? What happens to drug treatment? What happens to mental health counseling? What happens to these people who have, have very high cholesterol and are victims for a heart attack? What happens to them? Now, there's some talk about the fact that they would do perhaps some sort of a tax credit, okay? Well, how far does that go? I mean, there's a lot of details to be worked out. But it's a serious matter. Our hospitals needed Medicaid expansion. It's working very well in this state. I think the number one insured in this country has dropped from about 12 to 6%. Maybe it's in Ohio. Anybody remember that? I have to remember all the statistics here. Cam, come on. But the fact of the matter is we have a lot more people covered. There's a lot more things happening. And if, for example, it went away, then what happens to these people? So I think I'm scheduled to go to Washington to be able to testify somewhere or talk somewhere about this issue, and it's a serious matter. So look, there's a lot of improvements that can be made to the system. A lot of improvements that can be made to what's happening in healthcare. The costs continue to go up, and we're not paying for quality and for performance, which Greg Goody and his team are trying to drive. There's room for improvement, but to repeal and not to replace, I just want to know what's going to happen to all those people who find themselves left out in the cold.
Governor,